Ahoy, mateys. I don't know all those. No. I'm not talking to you, Howie. I'm live. What do you want now? You want me to bump my ass butt up here? Anyways, ahoy, mateys, and welcome aboard. I'm so glad you're here. Papa Drew, ahoy, matey. Glad you're here, and I know you're topless. Yeah, you might be more than just topless. Did you ever see that cartoon? I think it was actually it was a restaurant, and I believe it was either New Mexico or Arizona. I mean, we got all excited about it. Oh my, a topless restaurant. Yeah, let's go, let's go. Well, it was a Pueblo. They turned it into a open air restaurant. I mean, you're surrounded by walls, but the roof was long gone. But it was topless. Yep, no roof on that place. Topless restaurant. That was kind of cool. You guys are nuts. I love it. Hey, James, welcome aboard. That's going to be a good crew tonight. I only see one person who is excluded at the moment from the guessing game as to who. Oh, I see two people now. Ahoy, Justin and Christina. We now have two people, and thank you for the black flag, Justin and Christina. Yes, my black flag's flying. I don't know where I put it. But I got some good pirate ideas came to me today. Hey, I hope Grand Marais stops by because I have something to say to him too. Anyway, it's been a pretty good day after all. I was worried I was going to be late getting on here, but everything worked out. There was a pop-up. While we're waiting for some more people to drift in so we can talk about our sponsor, our featured artist. Did I give that away? Nah, I don't think so. But don't stop believing. Anyways, while we're waiting on more people to drift in, I keep getting these pop-ups, and which makes it difficult to read all of Papa Drew's comments or chats. 1,000 thread count sheets. It's like laying on baby duck soft. Now, why did you call me the Hawk? I know my green screen isn't quite working correctly. I think it's my lighting. That's why I have a little bit of pixelation happening. I tried it. I'm at 48% on the pixel chart in StreamYard at the moment. Now you can eat off it. Yes, no ducks were harmed in the making of my bed. Why don't you ask Dan? Ask Dan. He knows a lot about quackers. Quackers. Screaming yellow. Quackers. Oh, wait. I wonder if those are still around. Does anybody know if screaming yellow crackers? Do they still make those? I used to date a girl back when I was like 17 years old. And all I had to do was buy a bottle of Annie Green Springs or maybe a bottle of Boone's Farm and a box of screaming yellow zonkers. I call them crackers. They were screaming yellow zonkers. A weird popcorn. I don't know what else was on it. But I'd show up at her house with that and off to the basement we would go. Yeah, cheap date. And if she's here, she's going to be pissed at me. Oh, well, what's that song that Tina told me about? She effing hates me. Oh, well. Over the Hill RV, welcome aboard. Good to see you. And you're new, so you get to guess who I'm still going to help for the every now and then in the next hour and a half. And I have other news to share with you. Some of you that were already here this morning, you'll hear it again. But some news is worth repeating. I don't have a repeater. I should get one of those. I know Blind Views has one. Bob. And then there's the bats. All right. Here's one clue for you. We'll get started. Where did this background come from? Or how about the background or on the thumbnail? Papa Drew, I believe you're asking me. Yes, everything seems to be falling into place. Some of the pirates' wishes are coming true. I pray there's no demon in the woodwork. There could still be one demon in the woodwork that will mess me up badly. So, I'm in God's hands. The scheduled leave date is, let me check here. I don't have the 2021 calendar put up yet, but I do have a January. We ought to be heading out of here either the afternoon of the 14th or the 15th, no later than the 16th. If that happens, I'll be mad because I want to be in Arizona by the 18th. So the sooner I can leave, 14th. Yeah, Papa Drew, I don't know. She has kind of changed the course a little bit. She's trying to make a little bit of extra money. She did mention yesterday on her live stream that she would need about $500 in order to make it out to Quartzsite. I was not able to purchase a trailer that would tow her van. And of course, she's not going to leave her van behind. So it would cost about $500, mostly for fuel, for her to be able to make it to Quartzsite. And then she would need to find work because she has obligations that she has to meet every month. And I'm positive that she could do it, but the initial start, that's the problem. If I could provide it for her, I certainly would. Ahoy, Vicky. Good to see you. And yes, you and James, and you're not allowed into the guessing game right now. But Papa Drew, Dan the Vintage RVer, a few of those guys, other channels here, welcome aboard. And yes, you are allowed into the guessing game as to who is our featured sponsor, our artist, our who knows. It should be fun. I think we're going to have fun. I'm kind of waiting for some of our regulars that come in regularly all the time But I know it's Christmas time and a lot of people are out shopping, and it is what it is. It's that time of year. I had to do a little bit of that yet today, too. Margaret Thatcher, she's sexy. I bet back in the day she probably was. But there's a woman that I respect. Why in the world did you bring her up? Okay, Vicky's asking me why. Oh, I'm just saying, Vicky, you were in the morning live stream, so you're not allowed to guess who I'm talking about or who our featured sponsor is because you'll give it away. You got to let the new people coming in tonight try to figure that out by the photographs or maybe a couple hints I'll give from time to time. All right, here's another pop-up, and I was going to ask somebody, how in the hell do I get rid of these? I'll tell you, I've tried a couple things. Play to win, $500 Visa gift card. Click here to win on 12/19. That's today. And it's Google Chrome, www.arcamax.com. Bullshit. Okay, here's another one from arcamax.com. It's a WhatsApp message. I missed a message from Stacy. It's spelled wrong. I don't know anybody Stacy with a E-Y. I only know a Stacy. And probably the rest of you know her too. Used to be RV Life with Stacy, and now she's Astrolight. I don't know. She's changed her name a couple times, but she's changed her name to reflect what she's doing. She's doing astrology. She's doing Vedic astrology specifically, and now I think she's doing tarot readings as well. And she is out there, probably in the Courtside area now. She may be down by Yuma, or she may be up by Lake Havasu. I try to follow her as best I can. All right, Bob's adventure. Oh, that's a good clue. Thank you, Justin. Justin and Christina, that's great. That's a great clue. For the 8 people we have aboard here, and half of them were not here this morning, so 4 people have a chance to figure out who is our featured artist, our featured channel. My daughter's name is spelled Stacy. Well, James, I don't think it's coming from her because I don't think she knows who I am. And plus, why would she go through Google www.arcamax? I mean, horse shit sailor. You're not on the sea. You'll never get rich digging a ditch. You're in the army now. Whatever. So, months ago, these pop-ups. I'm sick of the. Yeah, okay. I'm single, and I went to was it Tinder or I don't know, one of the matchmaking sites, whatever. And no, I didn't pay. I just said, okay, I'm here to browse and blah blah blah. Now, more than half of the emails I get are obviously from Russian hackers. Like whatever. Damn well it's a guy in his soiled underwear in his basement that's trying to get your personal information, your credit card number especially. Nah, I don't click on any of that shit. And of course, oh my God, does that girl have a nice rack? And I mean, yes. Or even full nudity. So, how is it that you go to a dating site hoping to meet a nice young lady and all of a sudden you start getting pornography, prostitutes? Who knows? And you know where that's going to lead, So I just click out of it. But sometimes it'll take me 20 minutes to get rid of all the pop-ups when I turn this computer on in the morning. And then during the course of the day, it's just ridiculous. Now, some of them are good pop-ups. Like, let's say that Papa Drew posted a video, and because I have him on notifications, a pop-up may say, Papa Drew just posted a video, or Papa Drew is live, or, great. I want that. I want that pop-up. I don't want to lose that. Or I want my Facebook notifications. I mean, if Buckeye Kitty, sent me a message, I want to see that. I want to know about it, and I'll go to Facebook and check it out if I'm on the computer at the time. Or on my, I get them on the phone. I don't have the Chromebook fired up right now, but that's synced in with all this too. It's up until that's excellent. I pity you. I missed what Vicky said. I gotta scroll back up here because not why we're here. A troll on my last karaoke asking for a boyfriend. Well, Vicky. Come to think of it, you probably had a lot of boys in there. So did you ever figure out the gender of the troll? Yeah, I mean, was it a boy or was it a girl? I know. I should have been there because I think you have me as a ranch. That is funny. Okay. Let me scroll back down here. Camping Therapy, welcome aboard. Is it Doreen? I'm starting to try to remember names. It was a lady looking for a boyfriend on your channel. And I wasn't there. That's why it didn't work. Although it sounds like she may have been in my area. I'm a troll. I live under the bridge. If you are south of the Mackinac Bridge in Michigan, you are considered a troll. If you are north of the Mackinac Bridge, you are a youper. That's true. It's very true. I'm not lying. I'm a troll, and the people north of the bridge, of the Mackinac Bridge, are youpers. It is what it is. Jerry Holly, welcome aboard. You get to guess who my featured artist is today. Because I know you weren't up there. Dan says he doesn't know what he's doing because he's been married for 25 years. Been there, done that. Maybe that's what's wrong with this old pirate. Oh my goodness, we have 10 in the house now. Is it time to give out another clue? If you scroll up, you'll see that Justin and Christina, they gave out a tiny clue as to who the featured artist is. And this screenshot, this backdrop that I have on my green screen, that's a clue. The thumbnail that you clicked on maybe to say set reminder to come in here tonight, that was also a clue. Okay, hitch up until Elvis. Nope, but I do have a tiny clue. I was listening to a tiny bit of music. The title of the song before I came on here live tonight was Don't Stop Believing. Bob. Was John Wayne a? It was cool. Let me put it that way. But it, nope, nope. Eh, eh. You're wrong. Okay, two more pop-ups. Viruses found. System found viruses that damage your PC. Click here to remove. Yeah, right. I don't have that shit. Vicky, you could. That's a good clue. I know you're not allowed to say, but that's a good clue for other people. Nomadic Hippie Rick, who is my sponsor tonight? I think you may know who. This is a blast. Jerry Holly, Ziggy. Ziggy. Mm, Ziggy. I'm trying to remember. Just another band from LA. No, that was. Yeah, you got me on that one. Maybe it's my turn to guess, Ziggy. Ziggy. Moonbeam. No. Ah. Ziggy. Wasn't he from Mars? No, I'm just asking. It don't matter. Ah. Hitch up and toe. Do you go on one? If you mean, that's another good clue, Justin and Christina. If you mean, do I go one on one? Yeah, of course. But I'm a girl kind of guy. One girl at a time, please. It's all right, Rick. We are Ziggy Stardust. Thank you, Hitch Up and Toe. But no, the feature artist uh, is not them, and it's not the creators of the song "Don't Stop Believing." Jerry Holly sang "Don't Stop Believing." No, I did not. I did not sing that song, although maybe someday I will. I don't know all the lyrics, and I'm not sure I can hit the high notes. It's a great song. It is a great song. Anyways, Nomadic Hippie, I'm assuming you've turned the key and you're heading down the road or up the road or across the road. You're going somewhere in the semi truck, I'm sure. Uh, Captain Jack, I love to get buzzy on. James, I'm not Buzz. I'm not telling you what's in my coffee cup. And I may just light up a cigar here any moment, but no, I can wait. Yes, that's a very good clue. Very good clue. That may just prompt somebody to figure it out if they watch that channel. And as soon as somebody guesses what that channel is, no, they can't be here from this morning. Justin and Christina, they're following the rules. So is James. But there's a few people here like Hitch Up and Toe and Jerry Holly. Daydream about nice things. Welcome aboard, Gary. We have a featured artist, a featured channel, a very cool channel. And this morning, or at noon today, Eastern Standard Time, we went for an hour, a little bit over an hour, and promoted her. I just gave the clue. Yes, she is female. So now you've got, she owns Bonnie and Clyde. Yeah, the submachine version. Justin and Christina. That's a good one. Let's play a little bit. And Nomadic hippie. That's not a bad guess because the wording of the channel name is actually quite, you could say, somewhat similar. Somewhat similar. And Rick, I know dang well you know who exactly I'm talking about. You'll figure it out. It's right on the tip of your tongue. No, it is not Tina. It is not Tina's Journal of Journeys. Hitch up until you guessed it too, but you didn't. That's the wrong answer. But it's a partial kind of answer in a way. It's almost another clue. The Northwoods RV Life, welcome aboard. Uh, I was bummed you guys didn't go live today. I was introducing you, but I never checked the thumbnails. But I think Margie from RV Ashes or Justin and Christina said, "Hey, there," or James, one of my wrenches said, "Hey, there's no thumbnail, so you're taking some time off." And of course, I joked about that. I was like, "You can't take time off until April 1st." So there you go, Corey. Now, I don't know if you were on my channel long enough this morning, Corey, to guess. So if you missed it, you're eligible to guess who my featured sponsor is. And there goes another stupid. Oh, wait. No, this one's not stupid. It's a Facebook from Marketplace. As probably some of you know, I have a 2003 International school bus for sale. It's not mine. I did the photography, the video, the tour. I'm listing it for someone else, and if it sells, maybe I might make a couple bucks. Well, good, Northwoods. Good for you, Corey. Sometimes you got to have a me day. You know what happens on my me day? I don't have it right now, but years ago, on my phone, when my phone would ring, guess what I had for a ringtone? And no, yeah, my ringtone was the song "Urgent, Urgent, Emergency, Urgent, Urgent." Because anybody who would actually call me, they wanted something, and they wanted it now. Now, my toilet's plugged. Come here, quick. Crap like that. I need cigarettes. Crap like that. Hitch up until Crazy Frog. No, that's not the name of the group, not the name of the channel. Pour some sugar on me. Good one, Corey. Good one. All right. Todd. Hey, Todd, don't give it away. You were here this morning. You can give a tiny, tiny hint if you want. You can come up with something a little bit creative so you can guess who our featured artist is. Well, not you, Todd, but the new people in here tonight, like Hitch Up and Toe. Jerry Holly wasn't here this noon. You know, and a couple other people that are here tonight that were not here this morning, like Nomadic Hippie. Who else? I'd have to scroll up at this point in time. But yeah, I would love any time now because we're a half hour into this and we got 11 people in the house. It'd be so cool if somebody would actually guess who our featured artist is. I mean, there's clues all over the place now. I mean, there's this backdrop, there's a thumbnail, there's a couple items that she owns and what the names of her items are. And there's another tiny, tiny clue that Tina's channel name is similar in tiny way to this person's channel, and I gave it away that she is female. That this person that we're featuring a little bit here, or hopefully a lot of it, once somebody freaking guess. Oh man, you're up to 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Badge. I bet you're walking around with no shirt on like Papa Drew. Welcome aboard, Badge. I'm glad you're here. I've challenged, just like last week, I've challenged the new people here that were not at my noon live stream to figure out who our featured channel is tonight. And there's a few clues floating around. You can scroll up and see a few, or there's one right behind me. Whoa! We have a winner. You didn't go down in the show more, did you? Confirm that you didn't cheat there. Because that's a really, really pretty dang good, gosh darn good guess there, Bob's Adventure. Yep, t-shirt and shorts. That's what Badge is wearing tonight. Yes, yeah, 32 degrees. Beautiful, beautiful. Victoria. Yes, that's a good clue, but guess what? I don't know if we actually need any more clues. Let's give it up. Let's give it up. Hey, Bob. Are you smarter than a fifth grader? We should check. Where's our fifth grader? For $1,000, Bob. No. I don't do a very good Jeff Foxworthy, do I? Dan wants another clue. Ah. That's a good one too, Dan, that Bob's is a time traveler. No, he didn't cheat. I'm getting that just from right here. He did not cheat. Bob's Adventure. You're absolutely correct. It is Lily. Lily Gypsy Child. Also, her current channel name is Journey Via Lily's Lens. So now the clues are all falling together. We mentioned Tina's Journal of Journeys. It's kind of similar. I mean, Lily, her channel name is Journey Via Lily's Lens. And yes, this is one of her, I call it famous. You folks here, RVing with G, welcome aboard. If you do not have Journey Via Lily's Lens, write it down, or she may pop in here, although I think she's visiting with family. She was here earlier today on the noon live stream, so you could replay that, click on her name and put her up the tab, and then go watch and subscribe and all that good stuff. She is an awesome channel. Let me put it this way, an awesome photographer. As Justin and Christina kind of sort of mentioned, yes, her two cameras, they are named Bonnie and Clyde. Why? Because they're always shooting. They're shooting all the time. She is a fantastic photographer. And she does a variety of content, and it's all extremely good. But it's all, related to photography. If you want to boil it down to that, it's definitely related to still photography and video photography. This lady, if you don't have her, you you need to find out. But I'm going to keep shouting her out here for till the cows come home. Uh, she she does a variety of videos. You can see her talking to bees, getting them to stand still for her while she shoots them. Even butterflies. She can speak their language and get them to pose. It's incredible. It's incredible. She also does some miniature style video vlog photography story, if you want to call it that, which is great. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate you putting that link in. And folks that are new here or you haven't, please click on Journey via Lily's lens. Give her some love. Subscribe to her if you're not. And I'll tell you a little bit more about Lily. I told the story this morning, but I'm going to repeat it. And I may invite somebody else up who possibly knows Lily is about, I shouldn't say the word intimate. No, I don't know her in that way, but I feel like I know her extremely well. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that. Jerry Holly, well, I'm glad that you came in. Hope you get a chance to replay part of this if you can. And as you know, I know you already have Journey via Lily's lens, and you could confirm some of the things I'm about to say about her. In fact, I should have called you up before your daughter got here. Speaking of that, I need to take a wee break. Nature's calling. Who would like to come up here and at least be up here with me for a little bit, especially if you have Journey via Lily's lens, and we can kind of bat it back and forth and promote her to whoever else comes in. Is there anybody here that would like to come aboard here? I've learned a little bit more about how to share the screen. Ford Man kind of gave me a couple hints a couple weeks ago. And here he is. See, I just mentioned his name and he's right here. And I will bring you up, Ford Man. Let me, since you asked, and I think let me ask you first. Do you have Journey via Lily's lens? And have you watched her videos? And if you have, you can yak a little bit about some of her videos while I take my little quick potty break. I'll put my link down here. Let's see. Invite. That's invite. Copy to clipboard. And I think it's copied. We'll see if it is. So, paste. Now this is either going to be a link to come up here on StreamYard with me. No, it says StreamYard. Because the other one I copied and pasted was the link to Lily's channel. So, if you go down and show more, you should be able to find that. All right, here we go. Ken, you can click on that, and when I see your thumbs up, oh, good, you have, you know who Lily Gypsy Child is. Cool. I think didn't we do the same thing last week? I brought you up here and then I left you alone because I had to go potty. I think we did. Oh my gosh. Okay, new comments down below. And there is Kenneth. And he's giving me a big thumbs up, so we are going to add him right here next to me.
Hello, everyone.
Kenneth, welcome aboard, Portman. And
thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome. I think you told me to click on this one. Let's see if this is the correct one, because we did this last week, I think. Yes, there it is.
Yeah.
That makes it a little easier to see. And I'm not gonna take me out. I'm gonna let you talk for a minute, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
head off to the vase, as they call it.
Okay.
Well,
Hello, everyone.
most of us pirates call it the head, but in German it's known as the vase.
Okay.
I'll I'll be back.
Okay. How is everyone? Hey, Linda Barker, James Catnese, uh, Dan the Vintage RVer, Badge, Todd, Hitch Up and Toe, Bob's Adventure, Jerry Holly, Nomad Kippy, Daydream About Nice Things. Uh, yeah, Journey Lily Lynn, she puts out some amazing videos. What kind of weather am I having? I'm having some cold spells. Uh, it's supposed to rain a little bit. Uh, maybe it'll maybe turn into some snow. Good afternoon, Victoria May Wallace. Um, she's done. She's also um, she has also done. I've been up on a lot of her. I've been on her live streams as well. Of course, it's been a good while she's she's put out a live stream.
What did I miss?
Oh, not much. I just had someone ask me what kind of weather I was having. I'm having cold spells. I did want to mention. I did want to make note that YouTube has basically pretty much stopped letting moderators put links in
Oh, okay.
because yeah,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Let's talk about this. I'd like to know.
because of the growth channels. Um, the only way you're going to be allowed to drop links now is if you got Nightbot or Stream Elements.
Huh.
Because this has been going on. See, I moderate for several different channels, especially in the RV community.
Okay.
Uh, and none of the channels that I moderate for, even the other moderators, they have not been able to drop links either. You can't even drop your own link.
I did earlier today. I was
But
on. I think was I on Curious Carly. Oh, I was on somebody's channel. Oh no, it was Alexi Straightheart. Izzy. I was on her channel, and she wasn't using StreamYard. She was actually using YouTube, and she
uh,
made me a moderator while I was there. And guess what? Since she made me a moderator, I was able to post my own link to this particular live stream that we're on right now. But then I'm a pirate. Maybe I just got away with it. And there she is. Look. See? All I have to do is mention. Izzy, would you
uh,
like to come up here? We're,
I,
we're supposed
I,
to be talking about Journey Through Lee's Lens, but Izzy, I would love it if you'd come up. I'll put my link down here again. This will be fun. We'll have 3 people up here. Let's see. Copy to clipboard. It's copied. And post it down here. Is Alexi, this is about you. Or this is for you, I mean. So give me a thumbs up when you're ready, and you can come aboard. We are featuring Journey Through Lily's Lens tonight. She's our featured person that I've been yakking about since noon.
Mhm. Yeah, I can't wait to meet her in person one day.
Yes, I fully intend to. When I get down somehow in Texas, I'm going to find her. Okay, Izzy, I know you did mention that earlier today that that could be a possibility, but I'm glad you're here. And again, you're welcome to come aboard. If you put something in the comments there and say, "Hey, you're ready to come aboard," then we'll post the link again. Meantime, it's just going to be Ford Man and myself talking about Lily. Uh, the feature channel is Journey via Lily's Lens, and she's not here tonight. She was here on the live stream earlier today, and I do have some things I can say about Lily that some of you maybe haven't heard. Thought you were having trouble dropping Lily's link, so I tried and was able to drop it. Oh, well, thank you, Linda. Thank you. That's good that you dropped her link because that's who we're talking about today. She is the featured artist. And no, I have no idea who I'm going to feature next week. Of course, that's a surprise. They don't know it, and I don't know it.
Yeah.
So Ford man, what do you remember about watching Lily's journey journey via Lily's lens? Say something that you remember about watching her videos. Maybe that'll help us along here. You might know something I don't know about Lily.
Well, I know she's been putting out a lot of content about the campground and that she's been at in Texas. I can't remember the. I can't remember the. Of course, I haven't seen her upload a video in a while, but
It's been a little sparse lately. I'll grant you that it's been
mhm,
a little bit sparse, but not terribly sparse. It's about once a week that she posts,
mhm.
and she has done a couple lives in the last 2 months. So I've missed them,
Yeah,
of course,
I've been up
but
on her panel before. As a matter of fact, I think the last time I was up on her panel, uh, y'all were in Mayberry actually at the time.
oh yeah, yeah. Okay. I think I missed that because, but of course, we were all busy at Mayberry greeting and meeting each other. Izzy, it's fine. It's totally fine. I understand your
Mhm.
emotional uh, situation. And while you're here and while we have wrenches, if you have a link to Is Alexi Straightheart, that'd be awesome too. Because if you don't have Is Alexi Straightheart, I don't know what the hell's wrong with you. Yes, we're here promoting Journey via Lily's Lens, but I promote other channels as well, including yours, Ford Man. Um, you know, the main one that we're promoting tonight is Journey via Lily's Lens. But just so you know, there's there's a great channel there with Is Alexi. So
Mhm.
okay, thank you, Izzy. Thank you, and thank you again. Thank you for shout out back at me. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Um, RVing with G. Here's your hack. Copy this intro VT and we can send links. I'm not sure what that is. Ford man, do you know what
No,
RVing?
all I know is like I said, is this has been going on for the last week, uh, because I've seen the other moderators. They try to drop other links and stuff, and they've even tried to drop their own links, and it would not show up in the live stream at all, and not even on my end or on the person that's hosting the live stream. It wouldn't even show up on their end.
Wow.
So
Okay.
so um, I don't know. I don't know what's been going on, and several other, and I learned this from Blaine from Rally Creative Travel. He's the one that said that he's the one that said that YouTube. I was in somebody's live stream, and he said he made the statement said that YouTube has stopped from dropping links because of the Go channels.
The growth channels. Okay.
Yeah.
I have a tendency to lean towards believing that.
Mm-hmm.
However, it hasn't happened to me, at least not yet. So we'll see. But I'm not
See,
prolific.
yeah, Bob's Adventure says the links don't show. It may show on the mod side until they reload the chat. You will see it. You will see it never posted.
Huh.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, Bob, I respect your expertise at this too. Uh, Spaceman Dudley, welcome aboard. Uh, our featured channel tonight is Journey via Lily's Lens. We had a little guessing game earlier to figure out who the world I was talking about, but we are going to keep talking about her, but we're talking about other things too. Uh, yes, I know, Izzy. He's been stuck in Edmonton. Yes, I know.
And
It's
Bob,
something else there, Izzy. I'm praying for you. I really am. Okay, Bob's Adventure, no channel links in here at all.
and
Huh.
also says there are no links in your chat other than the StreamYard link of what you
Well,
posted
let's
invite me.
just for shits and giggles. I can't because I'm on StreamYard. I can't see who's a wrench right now. I think you might be Fordman. Are you a wrench?
No, I'm not. I'm not a wrench.
Well, I know James is. Uh, James, can you post a link? Let's say to well, let's post a link to our featured artist. Can you post a link to Lily Gypsy Child's? I mean, Journey via Lily's Lens. Can you throw that down here? We'll see if it works. I mean, it worked for me earlier today. I put her link in my show more. No, it did not work. Not through StreamYard. I could not. All I could do is, you know, quote, journey via Lily's Lens. But on when I was on Izzy Straightheart's live stream this afternoon, she made me a mod. And immediately after she made me a mod, I took advantage of it and I posted my link to this video right here. And it went through.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even have to pay customs at the Canadian border for it. I didn't even have to wear my mask.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay. Linda, I do not see Izzy's link. James is going to try. Well, this is kind of interesting. Frederick
Yeah.
Heron. We Wabbits was a hint at if you were here this morning, Frederick, you would have been told do not give away, who we're supposed to be talking about, but we're talking about Izzy, we're talking about YouTube craziness right now.
Yeah.
But our featured artist tonight is Journey via Lily's Lens, and we'll get back to her in a minute. And I know Lily's going to replay this when she has time. She will be like, you said you were going to talk about me, and the hell else you did was talk to Ford Man. Nah, she knows better. She knows better. Okay, James said, ah,
I'm
drop
still
it.
listening.
Okay,
I'm
it's
still.
not showing up over here. So maybe Bob's adventure is totally right, and you too, Ford Man. The link is not showing. The only link that showed is the one that Bob's put up here, I think. I gotta scroll up here if I can. Huh. Now Linda thinks it works, but guess what, Linda? We're not seeing any links. Okay, RVing with G says the same thing. So we got at least 3 of us here saying something's changed on YouTube. And as you said, Ford man, it appears that it's because of the growth channels.
Yeah, that's
I
that's
certainly
what
don't.
Wayne and somebody else had said. And
I certainly don't call myself a growth channel. All I'm
no, I
basically
don't
doing,
either.
I'm basically just shouting somebody out that perhaps the people in my chat room they may not have, and give them an opportunity to click on Journey via Lily's lens and go check her out if they don't have her. And while I'm saying it, if you don't have Journey via Lily's lens, what the heck's wrong with you? Go visit her, please. I know most of you already have her. And back to her for a second. You know, she does more than just the super fantastic photography. And that's how I met her, by the way. I did not meet her at Blue Wave Odyssey or anywhere else. I'll tell you about that in just a minute. I did mention it this morning, so it'll be a repeat for some of the people that were here this morning or at noon. But anyways, as said, she knows how to talk to bees. She knows how to talk to butterflies and get them to pose. I've even seen her talk to bison and get them to pose. But she does a lot of landscape photography. She does some natural photography. I mean, that and she can narrate when she goes to his historical site, and she does all her research very, very thoroughly. And when she does a video about the historical site that she's at, you will get the true story, and it's done extremely well. Her editing skills are totally awesome. I wish I'll never be there. and then she's done some cooking videos. When she did that one with the Dutch oven here, couple 2-3 weeks ago, oh my gosh, I got so hungry. I wanted some of those.
I have to go back on that. I'm so far behind on videos. I don't even know if I'll ever get caught up.
I hear you. We all are. Anybody that says that they're caught up is lying. They are absolutely lying. You know. Okay, Dan the Vintage RVer, just search this Journey via Lily's lens in the YouTube search bar. And that's exactly what I told people in the bottom of Show More, because I could not, in StreamYard at least, post the link to her channel. And I figured it was StreamYard's fault, but maybe it's even deeper than that now.
Now, the only way you're going to see your wrenches is on the YouTube side. You're not going to see them on your StreamYard side.
Yeah, that's always been the way for me on StreamYard, at least.
Yeah.
So today, when I was made a moderator at Izalixi's Straight Hearts channel, she's obviously on YouTube, not on StreamYard, but she has gotten to that point where she can do that. Because as I understand, it's almost like being able to do YouTube live streams. I think it's almost the same rules that you have to have, 1,000 friends or subscribers and the 4,000 watch hours, and all of a sudden you can do streaming on YouTube. Correct me, I could be totally wrong on that.
I don't know. I'm not try now. I only upload videos through YouTube. I don't. I actually just sent one out, and I'm waiting on one to load now. A taste test review in a mail call.
Tim Holmes, glad to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. Our
Okay,
featured person, our featured person is not Ford Man, even though it looks like he is. But now he's got a great channel. You got to go check him out too. And that's his channel name right there. I'm pointing at it. Anyways, check out Ken folks. Anyways, our featured artist tonight is Journey via Lily's Lens. And now, since we're at the top of the hour, we only got a half an hour here more to go. I'll give you a little bit of history about Lily and I.
okay.
As said, I did not meet Lily through Blue Wave Odyssey or any other grow channels, if you will. Now, I'm not calling Bob a grow channel. He certainly helped us all increase our friends and gave us a lot of good hints along the way, and he certainly helped himself along the way. And I was so honored to meet him and Debbie down in Mayberry back in October. It was so cool. Anyways, enough said about not Bob's adventures, but Blue Wave Odyssey for the moment. He may drop in here at any second. He could be lurking. He does that sometimes.
Working.
You know, if somebody comes in here and they're typing all capital letters, it's probably Bob from Blue Wave Odyssey. He's in his AutoCAD mode. Anyways, yeah, hitch up until who knows. I've said it before. I think YouTube is fickle. By the time I get to 999, friends, and then I'm at 3,999 watch hours, I'll probably change the rules. We'll double that. That's just how it goes. Yeah. It happened to Rick, Nomadic Hippie. That actually happened to him. I don't know how many years ago, but he was like, he was monetized. And I've heard this from other YouTubers. They were monetized. They're getting paid for the advertising that was on their channels. But the threshold for being monetized was a whole lot less. Probably 500 and maybe 2,000. I don't know exactly. But when they changed the rules, he was out of the ball game for a while until he started having more content and started building up again. And then now he's monetized again. But my goodness. But I will say this. Despite our anxiety, our angst, if you will, our oh my gosh, what are they doing? It's not you. YouTube's not mad at you. YouTube's not mad at me. YouTube is YouTube. Guess what? They're a separate entity unto themselves in one way. They are also owned by Google in the other way. And guess what? They can do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah.
They can. If you owned Google and YouTube, you could do whatever the hell you want to do. Just how it is. It's like Chick-fil-A is not open on Sunday. Good for them. Yeah, good for them.
But boy, they should
they're probably not open at all right now, except for takeout. Damn it.
They sure do make up for it throughout the week. Because I mean, we have one here in Tennessee, and right here at home, and they're lined up from about a mile down from the drive-through.
I believe you. I believe you. I don't know. I don't know about the one that's. I think it's about 16 miles south of me. Anyways, I've never been there. I want to, but on the other hand, I don't know when that's going to happen. But I've heard enough from other people that I know personally. They say you gotta go. It's the best,
Yeah.
And there's talk show people who advertise them, and they're being quite sincere because they're not just I'm gonna promote this because they paid me, $50,000 to say something nice about them. No, no, no. These guys like Sean Hannity and Rush Limbaugh, they've actually been to Chick-fil-A, and they're not joshing you. The Chick-fil-A is a very, very uh, outstanding restaurant. So, and I'm not sponsored by Chick-fil-A. I'm just saying. So here we are. We're not going to talk about food because I'm going to get hungry. I don't want to end the video early. We still got 25 minutes more to go to talk about Lily. So, and I didn't get to actually say how I met Lily. When I first started being interested, I hadn't even started my channel yet. No, I didn't know. But I was like, oh, let's see, how can I get better at using my camera? And I was thinking about maybe doing videos on YouTube, but I hadn't started yet. And, you know, so I'm scrolling through, and I was subscribed to a lady here in Michigan. I think she was up by Flint, and that channel, I don't know whatever happened to her channel, but she was a professional photographer. She had a studio. I'm pretty sure she had a studio, and she posted some videos and some hints and tips for being a better photographer, and she did YouTube videos about it. And I thought, hey, this gal's perfect, and I'm watching and learning. I'm learning, and one of her commenters, one of her commenters was Lily Gypsy Child. Oh, well, that's an interesting name. I wonder if she's like lives in a van, or is she a nomad or what? I thought, well, what the heck? And I clicked on her, and I've been subscribed to Lily ever since. I mean, it wasn't even clickbait. I just fell in love. Basically, here she is, and she was great. And Lily, when I finally did, was one of my very early supporters, of course. And then when I finally did my very first live stream, she was there with me, just like you're with me today. And guess what? She wore a pirate. That she made some newspaper. She's hilarious. She's hilarious. Oh, and she mentioned that she had won $50 at some bar back in the day. She was the longest person lasting in the bar down in Texas on September 19th, or it's the third Thursday of September is National Talk Like a Pirates Day.
Yeah.
And she, being a Texan with her southern drawl, she won that contest. Wow, good for her. And then another one that I mentioned this morning, after we got to talking a little bit back and forth, I mean, we email each other, we private message each other, whatever. And then I make crazy comments on her videos. She's made crazy comments on mine. I mean, we've had just a blast. But she, in one of her, I don't know if it was a video or I think we were at somebody else's live stream. It might have been Jerry Holly, karaoke night or something. And she said something about being in the buff outside of her RV. Of course, you know this old horny pirate, he glommed on that right away. So I said to her, I says, you do know you're in Texas, and when you're in Texas, look behind you, because that's where the Rangers going to be. You know what she answered? She said, oh, they're all naked too. So anyways, those of you who are in here tonight, Nick Sticks, welcome aboard. If you do not have Journey via Lily's Lens, please go give her a look. Please, please, please. It's well worth it. You'll enjoy the photography. And she's just a class act.
And you'll enjoy her personality as well.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Her southern drawl, you just can't help it. You love it. She almost puts Gary on Daydream About Nice Things. He's got quite the Southern accent. But you know what?
Yeah.
Lily's got that Southern Texas accent.
Yeah.
And she makes you feel warm and fuzzy when she speaks. Whereas Gary just kind of, what? What'd you say? I'll tell you what, Gary. I don't know what the heck he said. Yeah, he's got that Louisiana thing going, or Alabama. No, Louisiana. That's right. Tim Holmes, drop a link. Who are we trying to drop a link for? If we're trying to drop a link, we might not be able to. Tim, we were just talking about that. That there seems to be some problems with dropping links. Okay, Dan the Vintage RVer says the old saying goes, "I may be old, but I'm not dead." When still ogling with feminine figure. You know what, Dan? We might as well go there. Let's go there. There was a study done, I don't know how many years ago, but it said that the average male, and I think they were probably referring to conservative males. I'm trying to be PC, and I may just step over the line here. But anyways, the average male, typical male, thinks of sex every 9 seconds. I'm like, well, I must be above average then. 9 seconds? For me, it's like 6. Yeah. Yes, I do appreciate females. And I don't know. It is what it is. Wish I could find one that would put up with me. It's kind of hard to do when you got, I'm a home care health provider, as you know. But, that's a story for another day. All right. Um, Dad, are you picking on Tim? We got some great channels in here tonight. Great, and not just channels. We got some supporters here. They don't have a channel, or they're not posting videos on their channel. Obviously, if they're on here on YouTube, they actually could have a channel. Yeah. Now, I have NNs, and I bet you've done this too, where you go, oh, there's somebody, you click on them, either after the fact or maybe in somebody else's live chat. You click on their name, you put them up in the tab, and then you go up there and they got this, they got all these things posted, and you go, wait a minute, those are playlists. So then you go and click on their videos, and you find out they don't have any videos. And they got 10, 15 subscribers. I subscribe to them. Now they got 16 subscribers, whatever.
Yeah.
And since Google, most of us use Google.
I know that's what I use most of the time.
90% of us probably on Google. Well, they'll get a notification that Captain Jack Scrapper subscribed to them. Well, that's cool because they may go return the favor. Perhaps they'll come. Not that I'm going the sub for sub thing. No, I don't go there. And I truthfully, just like all the great channels here, leave a comment. Mm-hmm. And if you leave a comment on my channel, you're going to most likely, depending on what you said, you're probably going to get more than just a wee heart. I love it when a commenter says, well, what about this? What about that? And speaking of that, I don't know if Todd Johnson is here. A few people.
I've commented on a few of your videos.
Thank you. I do. Okay, go ahead. I do have some. Yeah, okay, I do have some personal news. I didn't mean to step on your toes there. One of them, I showed this morning, and I'm going to do a video. But it only took 2 days for this regulator to show up that they said was discontinued. But Cincy Plasmatech, one of my supporters here, my fans, my friends. He said, "Hey, go to this website." Sure enough, it was the actual Mr. Heater website, and here's my new regulator. So I'll be fixing the Mr. Heater soon, for about $30. Not bad for a piece of scrap that I picked up. It almost blew me out of the school bus, but I don't know if you saw that video, but yeah, it flared up. It could have went boom boom, but somehow God was watching over me. Uh, so then my other piece of news that a lot of people will be interested. I know James will be, and Frederick Heron if he's still on board, and Todd Johnson. Look what I got in the mail today. That is the license plate sticker for the motorhome. Synchronicity.
Oh,
Syncy, as you can see, it's
congratulations.
her personalized plate is Syncy, and the P stands for Parks. Uh, what, Holly? I found you. I'm watching you right now. And I made a comment. You made a comment, Holly? Well, cool. I don't see your comment. I didn't see your comment, Holly. I said, hi, Jack. I found you. Holly says she's watching me, and that she's left a comment. I don't see it yet, but sometimes there's a delay, so maybe it'll show up. Yes, Todd. And further, everybody says, well, did you get your license yet? Did you get your license yet? Well, oddly enough, right at the bottom line on this letter I got today with the tag for Syncy,
Yeah.
it says, if you also renewed your driver's license or personal identification by mail, you will receive it in a separate mailing in 10 business days after the receipt of this registration. All right, 10 business days. That puts it about January 1 or January 2. So I should have my new driver's license in time to head to Arizona. So, James, no, I did not get the pickup plates yet. That is scheduled for January 11th.
Hello, Holly.
Everybody's saying hi to Holly. How come I don't see her? Of course, I could just turn to my right and say, hi, Holly. Nah, everybody's saying hello to you, Holly. There you are. I see you now. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard, Lassie Holly. And Holly by golly. Yes, Holly by golly. And if you don't have Journey via Lily's Lens, you need to type that in and go find her. Because that's our featured artist tonight is Journey via Lily's Lens. Got to give her at least 2 more shout outs before we're done here tonight. And by the way, yeah, this will be interesting too, because I'm always used to having, like Justin and Christina or Margie or any of my moderators put in the next live stream. And because I can't do it on StreamYard, I can't post links on StreamYard, never could. But the people following me tonight, and for tonight only, because they're going to take a couple weeks off after this because of the holidays. But RV on the Wayside, excellent channel. RV on the Wayside follows me at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. So, well, Holly, you might want to change your screen name so it does actually say Holly by golly, because that's probably your future channel name anyways, a comedy channel. Nick's picks. Well, of course I have a crush on Lily Gypsy. I have a crush on Lily Gypsy Child. I have a crush on Tina of Tina's Journal of Journeys. I have a crush on.
Where she went
I have
live.
a crush on Buckeye Kitty. I have a crush on her. I can't wait to meet her.
Looks like Thin Blue Lane's coming on.
There's Thin Blue Lane is coming on at 9. Okay.
Also, Ben Beta Travels is coming on at 9.
Oh, terrific!
And
Canadian.
I
Another Canadian that calls the geese, he calls
yeah,
them American geese.
and and
Paul is
van,
great. Paul is great.
yeah, yes, sir. And Van Life Voyages is also coming on at 9 as well. How
Well,
I
guess
know
what?
this is,
Thin Blue Lane just shouted themselves out. Welcome
yeah,
aboard. we're doing a shout out right now, or I am, about Lily Gypsy Child, or Journey via Lily's lens. And no, she's not here, but we've been talking about her basically all day. She is my featured artist, my sponsor. She doesn't sponsor me, you know that. But, and we don't know who's going to be sponsored next week. That's for me to dream up and figure out and ask permission. When I asked Lily, right after I did California travel videos last week. This was the first time I ever did a all day shout out, so to speak. I mean, 2.5 hours total. You know, the noon till 1, and then again the 6 till 7:30. But anyways, that went extremely well, and so it went so well. I asked everybody in the audience, including you, for it, man, and you said go for it. Uh, I said, well, I think I know who I'm going to ask next. And I sent Lily an email, and she writes back. She goes, "What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?" She thought I wanted her to come up here on the live stream, which would be fine if she wanted to. That'd be great. Could add that. We could have had fun with that. But she said, "Oh, I'm going to be busy, busy, busy." I said, "So what? I'm going to shout you out anyways." And she agreed, because part of the agreement is I get to use screenshots from the victim, if you will. So this is a sunset. I don't know where, probably somewhere in southern Texas, I'm guessing. Wherever Lily took this shot, and I'm using it as a backdrop. And I've used a few of her other backdrops as well. So for thumbnails and for background, why not? So next week it's going to be another one. It's going to be guess where I'm at, or guess where I am, and it'll be screenshots from somebody's channel that I'm going to feature. And it'll be another guessing game to figure out who, you know. And I try not to make it way obvious, you know. I don't know who I'm going to feature next week. Is it going to be some girl I got a crush on, or is it going to be somebody totally new that you would never suspect? There's some people in here right now that they may get an email or a private message from me, especially especially when I visit their channel and I go to their about page. If they've got an email link in there, I'm going to use it. That's how I found out. That's how I found out when Corey from the Northwoods RV Life. That's how I found out when his birthday is.
I'm connected with some. I'm connected with some channels. They do have content on their page, but they don't have nothing. They don't have nothing in the about section.
Yeah, you know what? Guilty as charged. I don't have anything in my about section. I just put my email down below on most every video that I post. You know, if if you don't see it right there at top, if you go to show more on most of my videos, you'll find my email address. And that's what I do right now. Uh, Someday I will go to customize channel and try to update some of that stuff. But
If you're going to Mayberry, are you going to Mayberry in October?
yes, yes, I have site 102.
I'll get to
And
see you. I'll get to see you there then.
yeah, I know. We're looking forward to it. And guess who's right next door to me? It's site 103, the
Jordy
North,
Veerryy.
the Northwoods RV Life. And guess what? They are also from Michigan. They are about an hour north of me. And so I talked to Corey and Lori last week. I don't know if it was during their live or after the live. I said, well, since we're going to be right parked next door to each other at Mayberry, and we're both from Michigan, well, we better put up a Michigan flag.
I,
Why not?
I tell you another channel that's from Michigan as well
Okay.
is Destinations Delight.
Destinations Delight. You know, I have them, but I have not watched lately their
Uh,
content. I'm going to write it
it,
down right now.
uh, it is um, Crystal Wagner is her real name, and she has it's her and her daughter. She goes by Miss O. Her name is Olivia, but everybody always calls her Miss O on YouTube.
Okay.
And they do a lot of her daughter is just she's got a great personality and sense of humor about uh and uh she's always funny, and her and her daughter do a lot of vlogging, and they've actually got a series out on where has Miss O been to today, or and you gotta
Oh,
kind of
okay.
and and they've done vlogs, and they've been
What?
to Arizona. They've been out there where Roy and Becky are.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, I'll try to check them out. That
Yeah,
sounds like a pretty classy channel.
and
And and
she,
if they're from Michigan, why not?
yeah, yeah, and
For all I know, they live around the corner from me.
they live in Port Huron.
Hey. Oh, okay. I know where Port Huron is. That's north of Tina's location. Tina's in Bellevue, which is southwest Detroit. Port Huron is north of there, about hour and a half. Nah, not quite even an hour and a half. To get on the expressway, you can get there to Port Huron in probably less than an hour. And Port Huron, of course, is where the Ambassador Bridge is to cross over into Canada. So I've been to Port Huron a couple times. But, let's see. Um, Midwest Picker, as I said, somebody right around the corner from me. Midwest Picker, and he was in here earlier, but he's the one that does the eBay. He's the eBay channel. Yeah, but he's I could throw a rock at his house. No, not quite.
Dad,
He's like 3 miles from me.
Dad thought you said something else.
And then Michigander man Rob, and he was in here earlier, and he usually stops by. He's at work. He works for Walmart, crazy hours right now, especially with Christmas and all that. But he's like 15 miles south of me. Um, so yeah, we got a few Michiganders in here.
Yeah.
So, and James is 5 hours from me in Pennsylvania. All right, we are coming up on 2 minutes left to go here.
Papa,
Where
Papa thought you said something else when you said Midwest Picker. He thought you said something else.
oh, tell him to get tell him to fix his hearing aid. Damn it! All right, Linda says she's been to Port Huron, and Linda has a cousin that lives near me. Near me, I haven't found the house yet, but she has a cousin that lives quite near me. I'm basically in between 14 mile and 15 mile off of Division, and her cousin lives on 15 mile. One of these days I'll find the place. Linda says she's been lost in Port Huron. I almost had an accident in Port Huron at 3 in the morning, by the way. That was years
Oh,
ago. Well, I
yeah.
was tired because I had driven for too many hours. Uh, and Hitch Up and Tow, they are only 3,757 miles.
Yeah.
And of course, over there they call them kilometers. But anyways, uh, and it's a little bit different measurement. But you might get wet trying to drive that. Just saying. All right, ladies, we got 1 more minute to go, and I don't want to
Thanks
step
for
on
having me
RD on
up.
the wayside. You're very welcome. Thank you for being aboard here, Kenneth, and letting me go pee. I really appreciate that. All right, ladies. I want to
Bye,
say thank you to
everyone.
everybody who was here. Uh, including Holly by golly. I don't know if she's still out here or not. She's probably got bored stiff because she can hear me. She's like not even 10 feet away. All right. Tim, yes, we'll be safe. Yes, and we're all smiling. So let's go over to RV on the wayside and do a Captain Jack raid. Thank you for being aboard, mateys, and thank you for supporting Journey via Lily's Lens. And until next time, next video, or next week, Merry Christmas, by the way. Fair winds and smiles, and may God bless. Night.